All right, here we go. So your question was, where do I fit in?
Where do you see yourself in? Because you wrote a book called Undumpable.
Yes.
So you've written so many key things to kind of help a person that is coming. And I saw, even though, as I mentioned, that it's for any generation.
Yes.
I really believe that the most people that will benefit from it is people that are just getting out of relationships, just whether it's marriage or long-term relationships.
Yes.
I think they'll benefit the most because this is like a short course.
Yeah, absolutely.
On how to
course. Yeah.
On how to be able to function or to prepare yourself.
Right. So where you are after relationships is two things you must take care of: self-love and self-care. And if you don't do those two things, you're waiting for someone else to do it. You're waiting for those missing pieces that come with another person to do so. But being single is the best time in your life to improve on everything you thought you did wrong.
I agree.
Everything you suffered. I gotta get the salve for this. I gotta get the wrap for my knee. You know, I gotta get to a spa and a hot tub to release from that relationship.
I agree.
So I can be better at it. Absolutely. So I can be better at relationships. That's why people don't understand. For your relationship, it's only as good as the relationships that you had. If a lot of things is missing in all the relationships that you had, there's a lot of things you got to gather before you get in the next one. And that's what friendship is for. Friendship, I'm not talking about friendship on the opposite side, on opposite sex. Even with your friends and your family. When you guys go out together, there's certain things you want to accomplish when you have a conversation with them. On purpose. We live so reactively that we don't do nothing on purpose. We're starting to understand now there's some things we need to do on purpose. Self-care, self-love are two of those things that'll help you to get ready to start dealing with people. So now you know that you're going to meet somebody, he's going to say, yeah, so are you seeing somebody? And you answer, I am seeing somebody, or I am dating. And then you get to ask, what does that mean? What do you mean when you're saying I'm seeing somebody? What do you mean when you're saying you're dating somebody? If they're not willing to answer those questions, they want to be deceitful. They might as well give you the terminology up front. When I'm dating, I am single. I do go out with people. I have a dating budget of $250 a month. If you want to go to a good place, you don't want to go to Crystals, better catch me on the 2nd. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to call me on the 29th. You want to call me on the 29th. We'll be making bologna sandwiches going to the park. But the idea is they have a terminology. You just haven't asked. And then you find out on the back end, oh, no, that's not what I meant. What do you mean that's not what I meant? And that goes for both sides. I never believe anybody I meet is single. Nobody's dealing with them. Because either somebody used to deal with them, or somebody want to deal with them, or they thinking about somebody else other than myself. It is my job to make you think about me. Not make you push them away, but I am better. I have improved myself to be better than what you had. And if I can't match that, then I lose. Standards have been set in your relationship. They have been set. Hopefully they're great standards. Because if I remember right, the last man you were married to was the bomb. He was everything.
Oh.
And the standards have been set. So you cannot take anything less. So the issue is, me as a man meeting you, I don't know how high that bar has been set. I don't know. So, since I don't know, I've got my own personal bar that I must set to the woman that I want to be with. If it works that we come together, then it works that we come together because of that bar set. You see what I'm saying?
That's actually
I've
really
created
good.
some standards in myself to be with just about anybody. If my standard is sit on the couch and play Xbox and just eat macaroni and cheese, I need to be with somebody who's going to accept that.
So you're saying that we should be intentional. We should be intentional in how we, not only just how we pursue relationships specifically, but how we see ourselves. Because I think, you said something that was really important. You said when you work on you. When you work on you, I think it changes your perspective, because a lot of the times when you come out of a bad relationship, there's a saying that said the worst type of relationship to be in. I'm trying to remember exactly how it was worded. The worst kind of woman to love is a woman that has been hurt.
Yes.
Because you never really get to know. It was somebody, I think it was Steve Harvey, or it was somebody I was listening to. And it was on a Strawberry Letter, I believe. And the lady said, I love this guy. He's just so awesome. He's just like everything that I ever wanted in a guy.
Right.
And the guy, and all of a sudden he just vanished. He just ghosted. And so she said that after, I think about maybe 6 months or so, he wrote her a letter, and he said that he was genuinely wanting to know who she was, but he couldn't figure out who she was because she was so consumed to him that he couldn't see her.
Right.
So I think it's important to have that balance, because most of the time when you're getting out of a relationship, you're not even thinking about getting into another relationship right away. You're just thinking about, if you have kids, I'm just trying to get my kids together, I'm trying to get my life together, this and this and that. But sometimes, when I said earlier, relationships sneak up on you. You could be minding your own business, doing your own thing.
I run my cart into your cart.
Yeah.
I've tried that 3 times. I'm the cart bandit.
When I met my late husband, that was exactly the thing, because I just had these preferences. We're taught these preferences. He should look like this. He should have this and that. And preferences are okay, but sometimes I realize in my own personal situation that I almost missed somebody because of a preference.
Absolutely.
That I had. So what do you have to say when it comes to people having preferences?
It's good to have preferences. There's a reason why you have them, but that's not the brick wall there. Give me a reason to go beyond my preference. That's what that man said. He said, I'm going to give you a reason that I don't have to be 6 foot tall and light skinned. And he showed you.
Yeah, he did.
You just have to have the vision to see what a good man is. Most people don't. So the only thing you have left is preference. That's all you got. You got to have something. You just can't have nothing. Right. But people will say, they have no preference. When I say, would you date a man 7 feet tall? No, he's too tall. Would you date a man 4'11"? No, he's too short. So I'm hearing a preference in there. So he's got to be between 5. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So we do have them, but allow there to be an override button. Give me something to make sense. Well, you know what, Dan? I don't care. I know I like light-skinned women who are 6'3", and they got to play basketball. And then I don't need any. Now, if you have a preference, and your preference is that important, then you're going to have to keep dating those women within that preference until you find the one. So that reduces the number of people you could possibly meet if you stick within that preference. Now, are you bold enough to do that? Then you get what you get. If you end up single because of your preference, then that's what you get.
This is good, because the questions are just drilling
Okay, I'm only going to take one more because I don't know. We haven't given the book away, so okay, we'll do one more.
Okay.
All right.
So, is there a special someone in Paul Posey's life right now?
Is there a special someone? Paul Posey.
Okay.
Yeah. The reason I say me is because, I had to learn to love me, and I love me so much that the standards are set. And I have to know that someone's going to take care of this when I do finally give my heart. Because my greatest fear is they're going to destroy it based on something happened in the past or something they didn't get take care of. So when you meet people, it's kind of like a 75% man. Tell me about your past. Tell me what happened to you. Tell me what you've done about it. Where you at today and where you're going to be at tomorrow. Where you want to be at. You need to find that whole thing out about a person. If they're still stuck at, they don't know what happened to them, or they're telling you how they've been molested and they didn't get any help with it, or they didn't confront the people that did it, they didn't do nothing about it, but carrying that that lump inside of them, that's a lump inside of your relationship. So what you listen for the whole gambit. And they not there, I'm not accepting it. Because I've done the work. I tell you what, one of the things I did when I got my divorce was I gave up lying. I gave up lying. Yeah.
That's important.
Yeah, that wasn't court ordered. I gave up lying, and the biggest lies I was telling was to myself. Not saying how I felt in situations. You know, I lied about where I was and what I was doing because I cheated. But I lied to myself, and I gave myself justifications of things I didn't know why I was doing what I was doing. And I had to find that out, you know. So once I found that out, it was too late. But the only thing I can do was change who I am. I did not like who I was when I did the reflection. We have to reflect after. People wait for bad things to happen, adversity, to do reflection. What if you did reflection every week? Like some people have a journal. What if you did reflection every week to look and see, man, I did that wrong. But the next time, I'm going to do that better. Why not do that? We don't do that. We don't do stuff on purpose. If we were purposeful, I want to be a better man. What does it take to be a better man? What does a better man look like?